Okay, sorry for the abrupt dropping in part 2. There was technical difficulties. And so we're going to go ahead and part 2 is actually in 2 different videos or whatever. So I looked at the end and I was just talking about the fact that this is a simplified answer. Kind of finished example 2, so let's do these last 3 examples together, and this will conclude the entire part 2 lesson, and I'll show you the assignment. Okay, so we look at 9x plus 45. Remember, you don't do any of this yet. You always factor first. Don't start crossing things out. And so here's a binomial. So I look for the GCF. And it is 9. We try 9. Remember, you always try the lowest number. And I get 9 times x plus 5. This is not difference of squares. There's nothing we can do with that. So now we go down here. And remember, you have to look for the GCF first. So I'm going to get 3x squared plus 15x plus 50. Okay? Don't do the A and C or anything like that. Look for the GCF first. And then we got a really nice, I think, problem to deal with. So the 3 is going to come over here. Okay, so I'm going to bring the 3 over. And then this, 2 factors of 50 that add up to 15 are x plus 10 and x plus 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10 times 5 is 50. We can get back to where we started. Okay, now, this is a little different. Notice that we have monomials and we have binomials. So what I want you guys to do is, one, we're going to get our final answer ready. And you guys need to do the monomials first. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, so we are working from left to right, but we're doing the monomials. Now, continuing on, I have x plus 5 on top, and I have an x plus 5 on the bottom. So there's now nothing left on top. I look at the bottom. Whatever's left on the bottom moves over to the final answer, so that looks like x plus 10. And that's a move. So my slashes are cancels. My x plus 10 reminds me to move it over to the final answer. And so this answer would be acceptable. Notice that it's all off-centered because, we do numbers with numbers, A's with A's. Now we're doing monomials with binomials, binomials with binomials. And so I'll accept this. But of course, the clean answer is to simply probably center it, and then we can remove the parentheses. They're not necessary. You're not penalized if you do, but you're going to see the clean version of the answers whenever you see the answers to the problem. Okay? All right, so that is example 3. So let's move to problem 4. Looking at problem 4, I have binomial on top and binomial on the bottom. It is 2 separate problems until I move to cancel. So, problem 4, GCF. I have a 2 in there. I don't stop there, because I see that I have difference of squares, okay, subtraction, square root, and so this is 1 with a plus, and 1 with a minus. Now, I have x squared minus 25, no GCF, difference of squares. You can see these are the same. X plus 5 times x minus 5. Okay, I work the top from left to right. Here is a monomial of 2. It has nobody else with it. My x plus 5s, top and bottom are gone. My x minus 5s, top and bottom are gone. So I move the 2. My binomials are completely out. You could put a 1 under there if you felt comfortable. Remember, you need the 1 on top if the top disappears, but I have a 2, and of course our clean answer would just be an answer of 2. Okay? That means whatever x you put in here, whatever you choose for x, here, here, your answer is always going to be 2. Now, for some of you guys that are really sharp, you might look at this and say, hey, wait a minute. When you did this right here, and you had 2 times s squared minus 25, and you saw it here, could you have just seen the answer of 2? Yes, you could. It doesn't happen that often where you have that matching because we just don't really do the problems that way, but that's entirely possible. And then once again, for those of you who understand what I'm talking about, you can see the answer too. Now, I don't want to confuse anyone and get you to start crossing things out. So the safe move, factor, factor, cancel and move. Factor, factor, cancel and move. All right, we got one more left. We have 2 trinomials right there. So in example 5, I have x squared minus 6x minus 72. 2 numbers that when I multiply, I get negative 72. And when I combine them together, I get negative 6. So negative 12 plus 6 is negative 6. Negative 12 times 6 is negative 72. Make sure you don't have a positive 12 and a negative 6. Make sure you're really watching to make sure that both things are taken care of. X squared minus 10x minus 24. Now when you say 24 to me, I say 6 and 4, and I go, oh, 6 and 4 is 10. Ooh, that's a sucker move. This problem actually is x plus 2 times x minus 12. Okay? So if you have like 4 and 6, there's no way to make these match. So it's got to be negative 12 and positive 2, or you could have x minus 12 and x plus 2. There's no monomial, okay? And I want to get ready for my final answer. So I work left to right. I have an x minus 12 on top. And I have an x minus 12 on the bottom. I have an x plus 6 on top. And there's no x plus 6 on the bottom. So that's a move. The top is clear. The bottom has a leftover of x plus 2. And that is my final answer. The binomial x plus 6 over x plus 2. You've done all your moving. And your clean answer is x plus 6 and over x plus 2. And I'll say it for like the 5th time. You do not start canceling the x's out, okay? Canceling is part of the multiplication problem. This is an addition problem. You only cancel in one spot. You don't cancel in the beginning. You don't cancel in the end. Once you are done canceling, as we move left to right, do not start thinking about doing anything else right there. All right. As always, I'm going to spin you around for the assignment, and so don't get too dizzy. And let me show you what we got. this is our assignment, and right now, I've taken you through problems 1 through 10. Okay? So parts 1 and 2 cover 1 through 10. Part 3, notice that we're going to be multiplying rational expressions, and we have a combination of monomials, we got binomials to factor, and so this is what we're going to do in part 3. And I'm going to have part 3 uploaded by Wednesday. Okay? And so what you want to do between now and Wednesday is have these 10 problems done. Okay? Some of you may know how to jump forward and do the other parts. Okay, basically you factor and cancel, protect with parentheses. But part 3, I'm going to show you how to do this, and then this is our work for the week. And at the end of part 3, I will also have the answers to these problems. So you may have an app, and find an app that you can type that all in, but I will give you the answers in part 3. So you'll have the answers to all 15 problems at the end of the part 3 video. Okay? Text, email me, whatever you guys need. Stay safe. For those of you that are coming back that haven't been with me, let's just move forward. Let's not worry about the stuff we missed. And I'd like you guys to really stay with me these last 3 weeks. Okay? So, I'll see you in part 3, and that's it.